Tell us who you are.
My name is Trevor Reese. I am a junior in high school, and I go to Clinton Prairie High School.
And tell us where you live at.
I live in a small town in Indiana called Frankfort, Indiana. It's a small town, but there's quite a few people there, and there's always something going on in town.
Tell us what you like to do.
Some of my favorite things to do are I really enjoy hanging out with my friends. I like to play football, run track, work out. I like to be outdoors as much as possible. Any chance I get to go fishing or even go hunting every now and then, I like to go and just spend time outside and just enjoying nature and hanging out with friends.
Tell us about your love for animals.
My love for animals started when I was really young. I've always had animals. I've had dogs ever since I was born, and when I was born, I just had animals always around me. So I just naturally grew to love them more and more as I got older.
What kind of pets have you had in the past?
In the past, I've had many different types of breeds of dogs. I've had dachshunds, German shepherds, boxers. Um, I've had cats. I've even had a Siamese cat. I had hundreds of quail, and I had a quail farm. And quail are fun, but they're just a lot to take care of, and there's a lot you have to go through to take care of quail and to feed them every day and stuff like that.
What has been your favorite pet or some of your favorite pets?
Some of my favorite pets have definitely been my dogs. I've had a dachshund named Sassy, which my grandma even has her right now. She is very always energetic, always wants to go fetch a tennis ball or just run around. And I had a German Shepherd named Brutus. He was one of my favorite German Shepherds that I had. And then I had a boxer named Marvin, but he had a bad habit of getting on the counter and getting some food. And then Zeus, my current German Shepherd, is definitely one of my favorite pets. And then also my first dog I had, who was Jack. He was a black lab, and I had him ever since I was very little, and I grew up with him. And he's one of the dogs that jump-started my love for animals, and that's really how it has grown into the love that I have for him today.
What is your favorite breed of dog and why do you love them so much?
My favorite breed of dog, I would either say, is the German Shepherd or the Black Lab. The German Shepherd is just so agile and beautiful when you just sit there and look at it, and they're just so graceful even when they're just walking. And the Black Lab, some of the stuff that the Black Lab does is insane. They just jump in cold water and they can swim so well. And both dogs are extremely loyal and obedient, and they'll do like anything the master tells them. And they're always very protective of their owner, and they're always wanting to be active and be outdoors.
If you could have a certain number of dogs, how many dogs would you like to have?
If I could have as many dogs as I could, I would have somewhere close to double digits, maybe 8 or 9. Right now, my mom wouldn't let that happen, but maybe when I grow up and I have my own place and have enough big enough yard, I'd like to have a couple German Shepherds, maybe a couple Labs, maybe a couple smaller dogs. But I would have as many dogs as I could have, and it wouldn't be too much of a disaster, hopefully.
Now, where did you get Zeus from?
I got Zeus from my uncle in Tennessee. He was moving and he couldn't keep him any longer, and he had constantly been traveling, and he just needed a good home for Zeus. So I got Zeus then.
What was Zeus's life like before he came to live with you?
Zeus's life before he came to live with me, he spent a lot of time in about a 10 foot by 10 foot pen. His owner was traveling a lot. He didn't get a lot of time with other dogs or a lot of human interaction. He never really went on walks. He got out of the pen every now and then and got to just run around a little bit. But other than that, he didn't have a lot of social life.
Now, what is Zeus like now?
Zeus's life now, he's very active. He's constantly outside. When I'm not here, he's usually just hanging out at home. But when I'm here and I have the chance, I like to take Zeus for walks and just get him outdoors and get him some exercise, get him as much exercise as I can get him. And when it's raining and stuff, we'll just hang out in the house and lay around and be lazy.